three types of education that normally are found here in life. So thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to let you know three types of education that are found here in our education system. So without wasting much of your time, our education system primarily focus on these two education that I'm going to talk about in this video. And lastly, I'm going to let you know the education that is not found in school, the education that I believe that if you have to have that education, you'll be successful, you'll be a well-up person, you'll be successful in your business, you'll be successful in your investing. So it's a very, very important for you to tune in to understand what I'm going to say. So for today's video, I'm not going to be long. I'm going to let you know these three types of education. I just want you to know some of the education that most people are missing. So number one, we have what we call academic education. Academic education, that's the education you learn in primary school. For those that have been in primary school, you know that you learn basics like reading, writing, and listening. This is a very, very important subject to have as a human being. Personally, it's a must for someone to have it because that's where you learn the basics of speaking. That's where you learn the basic of listening. That's where you learn the basics of reading. So it's a very, very important for someone to have this type of education in his personal life. So if you listen and if you understand about life, you see that these are just the basics in this life. But as you move on, we will understand that this type of education, which I'm going to talk about, which is number two, this type of education is called professional education. The reason why we call professional is because you learn a profession, for example, to be a doctor or to be a mechanic or to be an electrician. The reason why we call profession, you are learning a profession. So this education, primarily here in Africa, we learn it from Form 1 to university once you get a degree. So this is a very, very important. That's where you learn and you go and apply for a job. But there is a tragedy in this type of education. That's where you are learning to be an employee. You are learning to be someone who works for a company. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. Some other people are designed to work for other people. Don't get me wrong. So, but what I want you to understand is that this type of education that is not found in school. But before I go any further to that type of education, I want you to know that this type of education, where I'm talking about professional education, it programs people to have a employee mindset to go and work for someone. So all these people in this world that are working for someone, somehow they've been programmed since they were since they were children to work for someone. So some of the people, don't blame them, is actually the current system, the current education system that they were led to, that produce those results that they are doing right now. So most of the people, they are not even aware that that type of education that you can learn from Form 1 to university, it's important, but it can actually program you to be an employee. Because if you listen, if you study the education system, the person who created the education system is called Rockefeller. And his mission was very simple. He wanted to create the nation of workers. That was his purpose. That was his mission for creating factories, for creating a company. And he succeeded by doing that. So the most important thing that I want you to understand is that you have to understand what is happening in our education system. In as much as you want to be successful, in as much as you want to be a doctor, but you'll be conditioned, you'll be programmed to live under someone's expectations because you are in someone's hands. You are earning a salary from someone. So you don't have that much freedom. You're not free. You are not free. So that's the tragedy about this professional education. But to go any further, let me talk about this type of education that is the last, which is called financial education. Financial education, that's the education that I talk about here in my channel. I focus about money, I focus about personal growth, I focus about investing. It's a very, very important for someone to have these types of education because if you see in life, the people that are successful, here in life, people that are called Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, the one of Facebook, they didn't do well in school. Actually, most of them they drop out in college. So you will understand that these people they master this type of education, which is called financial education. This is the last education. This education, that's where you master the business, the system of this uh, world, how money works. So you can have the academic education, you can have the professional education, but if you don't have the financial education, you won't successful. You won't be successful in life. You will just live an average life as a human being. So it's important for you to understand these types of education and you know how to apply them indifferently. And don't get me wrong, each type of education is very, very important for someone to have it. But you have to know which type of education that can suit the best for you as a person. So thank you so much. In this video, I just wanted to let you know, just be aware of these three types of education that are there in our lives. So the most important thing is to know this type of education and you know which current education that can work best for you as a person. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you subscribe, you share, and you comment in my channel. So thank you so much.